Hey guys, it's me Seren back with another video. I'm messing around with the lighting and some stuff, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This video is going to be pretty much a video about something that I have been noticing a lot and that I wanted to address. And it's going to be on false narratives and manipulating Black outrage. So basically, this is the flip side of hipster racism and trolling for rage clicks. I know a lot of you guys are new subscribers. Hi, new subscribers. But one of my first videos that I ever did was about hipster racism and trolling for rage clicks, which is basically when people say and do things that are obviously racist for clickbait to get people to click on their articles or, read what they have to say. And that was Zelda sneezing. To click on their articles and see what they have to say and basically put money in their pockets, and kind of just go with their cause, even though it's kind of indirect because they're, angry. Excuse me. And I believe the example I used in that video was when, a mainstream magazine like Vogue or something like that runs an article with the headline, Black women are ugly or something like that. That's clearly clickbait. It's trolling. They just want you to click on their article so you can put money in their pocket, basically. So false narratives and, manipulating Black outrage is basically the flip side of that same coin. Basically what that is you have people that are manipulating, Black outrage over certain topics and trying to convince people to get on board their cause. So instead of trying to get people angry and manipulate them for money, aka rage clicks, they're trying to get people angry and manipulate them into supporting their cause and doing what they want to do. One of the main reasons why I made this video was because I've seen this quote going around by Hillary Rodham Clinton. And as we all know, Hillary Clinton is running for president. And one of her recent campaign speeches, there's a quote that's been taken out of context that's been going around on social media. I've seen it on Twitter, I've seen it on Tumblr, I've seen it posted on Instagram a couple times. And basically the quote is something like, white people are afraid of Black people in hoodies. Something like that. It's something like, oh, let's be honest, like Black people in hoodies are scary. Something like that. It's a very small clip. It is a soundbite. It is something that's taken out of context of the actual speech, and it's being used to vilify her. So before I even go any further, I am not a Hillary fan. I don't want anyone thinking like, oh, that I'm a Hillary fan and I'm sticking up for Hillary and I'm this and I'm that. As of this moment, I really haven't been impressed by any of the presidential candidates. So this is not because I'm a Hillary fan. This is because I don't like seeing people getting manipulated. That shit is annoying to me, and that's something that I really feel like I'm seeing a lot. So the quote that I've been seeing going around, like I said, is like, Black people in hoodies are scary, right? It's something like that. Basically, what she actually said, I'm going to read you guys, that whole section of the speech. I have it in front of me. So she said, and our problem is not all kooks and Klansmen. It's also in the cruel joke that goes unchallenged. It's in the offhand comments about not wanting those people, aka Black people, in the neighborhood. Let's be honest, for a lot of well-meaning, open-minded white people, the sight of a young Black man in a hoodie evokes a twinge of fear. That's the soundbite. And then she continued, and news reports about poverty and crime and discrimination evoke sympathy, even empathy, but too rarely do they spur us to action or prompt us to question our own assumptions and privilege. That is what Hillary actually said. And I just feel like there is too much real racism out here. There's too much fucked up shit actually going on for y'all to be making up shit to be fucking outraged about. For y'all to be chopping and screwing sound bites just so you could say fuck Hillary, right? Like, that is fucked up. People are taking an incendiary quote and they're running with it. And I find that to be extremely annoying because there are lots of reasons to actually hate Hillary. There are tons of real reasons to hate her. You can fucking Google her name and find tons of real reasons to hate her. But that speech wasn't one of them, right? And using an an out of context quote to create a false narrative to get people, to hate someone just because you hate them or because you don't want them to support that person is fucked up, right? It's fucked up, Chop and screwing speeches into sound bites or editing pictures or, basically just, omitting shit to create this false narrative, to create this false sense of outrage is cruel and manipulative. And last week, we were actually talking about something similar on Instagram, which is why I said the whole editing pictures thing. We saw something similar with people photoshopping Sandra Bland's mugshot because people have been questioning whether she was alive or dead when the mugshot was taken. And a lot of people have been using very valid points. The tilting of her shoulder, the way her hair is, the fact that it looks like she's laying on the ground and the picture was taken from above, the shadows. People are making very valid points about that, but you have this photoshopped version of her mugshot that all of a sudden started floating around. In the original mugshot, the one that people had originally started wondering if she was alive or dead, you can see her eyes, you can see her pupils, you can see her irises. There's a Photoshop version now going around where her eyes have been whited out. So it looks like her eyes are rolled up into the back of her head. And someone Photoshopped it, and people are circulating that image to further the idea that she was already dead when the mugshot was taken. That's fucked up. It's disgusting. It's vile. It's perverse. Like I already said, it is cruel and manipulative. I already feel some type of way about this mugshot being circulated. I talked about it a little bit on Instagram. I will include a link in the description box. I already feel like people are further robbing this woman of her agency, even in death, by circulating these pictures of her. Like there is no fucking allowing this woman to rest in peace. They're staring into her face. Even if she isn't dead in that picture, they're staring into her face in what would have been one of her last moments, and they're really dissecting it in a way that I find to be disturbing. Like I hate to keep saying disturbing, but it freaks me the fuck out. Police brutality is not torture porn. This is a real person. This was a real person. This is not a hashtag. This is not someone, for us to prop up to use to further our cause. And this is what I see people doing, and I think it's fucking gross. I think it's gross. I think it's fucking gross and disgusting. Why are people editing and photoshopping pictures to say, look, see, she was dead? You don't need to do that. There's enough about this story to be outraged about without faking the funk to try to get people more outraged. All that does is hurt your cause in the long run. For the people that hate Hillary Clinton, and so they chopped and screwed up this speech and they're circulating this quote, all that does is hurt your cause in the long run. Someone sent me a link on Twitter to this article that had this really just clickbait headline, like something like Ed Sheeran named the most important name in black music. And they were like, oh, Seren, like, have you seen this? Like, what the fuck? I clicked on it. I actually read it. And it was actually a really great piece about the whitewashing of mainstream media and the mainstream music industry, and especially, the urban black and R&B genres. It was a great, great article. And I wrote that person back, like, I think you should actually read it because I'm pretty sure it's not what you think it is from the title, right? There is enough real shit, fucked up shit, racism out there. There is no need to make stuff up. There is no need to circulate articles and clips and pictures and sound bites without actually reading, without actually doing a little bit of research, without actually knowing what the fuck we're talking about. There's no need to circulate that stuff just with the express purpose of getting people more riled up, I just feel like there are a lot of people out here trying to manipulate black outrage for their own personal gain. Again, the flip side of this is you have these white people and these white trolls that are trolling with this hipster racism so you can rage click and get them money. The flip side of that, you have a lot of people that call themselves activists, that call themselves allies, black, white, non-black POC. There are a lot of people out there that are trying to manipulate black outrage for their own personal gain, be it monetary, be it political. You have people that are trying to spread false information, incendiary information. They're basically trying to manipulate you. they're really trying to manipulate you. They're spreading information, even if it's wrong, in order to further their cause. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up, you know? They don't want you to vote for Hillary, so they're going to spread around a quote out of context. You know, they want more people to get mad about Sandra Bland and to talk about Sandra Bland, and they want to bring more attention to the cause. So they push photoshopped images to prove that she was already dead when the mugshot was taken. It's cruel, it's manipulative, and it is completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. And I know that there's a lot of people that would say, like, oh, well, why does it matter? Because they have the best interest at heart. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. I really don't care how good the intentions are. When you're doing shit like this, you have crossed a line, okay? And I just want to tell you guys, you know, do your research, read, pay attention, try to get the full context, utilize Google, utilize all these sources. Don't just take anyone's word for anything, not even mine. This is why I include a description box full of links for you guys to read so you can come to your own conclusions and formulate your own opinions. Like I always say, you have a brain, use it. Don't just go by clickbait or quotes or the bare minimum understanding. Don't be reactionary. You guys also know that I always tell you to use your logic, to think logically. Don't just be reactionary and say, oh my God, and take some shit that you heard and run with it, you know? Google, you know? Look it up. Look up resources. Try to get the full story. If someone sends you a link, actually click on it and read it before you reblog or retweet, you know? Read for yourself what was actually said and done and get an informed opinion, because uninformed opinions are shit. And we are in the age of information, so there's really no reason to not know what was actually said or done, right? Like, don't be lazy, especially if you call yourselves politically active or, you know, revolutionary, or if you're fighting for a cause or advocating for a cause. There's a lot of, you know, like I said, reactionary outrage, and there's also a lot of people out there that are extremely manipulative and will try to manipulate, and will try to manipulate you and create a false narrative and really try to capitalize, you know, off of your sense of outrage. Even if they feel like their hearts are in the right place, it's fucked up and it's not the right thing to do. And I just really wanted to make this video to encourage people, because I feel like I'm seeing it more and more and more. You know, like I saw the Sandra Bland mugshot and the Hillary Clinton tweet quote, and the Ed Sheeran tweet, and I just see all the time people sharing information, but when you actually dig a little deeper, the information is not what it is being presented as. And like I said, there's a lot of real, actual, legit fucked up shit going on. There's no reason to make stuff up, right? And people are manipulative, and they will try to manipulate you into doing what they want you to do and getting you on their side and on their cause. And you might want to be on their cause, you might not, but no one wants to feel like they're being manipulated into doing something. So you have a brain, use it. Make sure you guys read, make sure you guys click links, make sure you guys do a little bit of research, make sure you guys, you know what's going on. Make sure you have an informed opinion and not an uninformed opinion. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video on, you know, false narratives and manipulating Black outrage, because it's something that I feel like I've been seeing a lot, and I just want, you know, you guys to be aware. Just be aware and be informed. So, food for thought as always. Of course, I will include links in the description box. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Friday, I'm going to have a different sort of video coming. I know it's the last Friday of the week, but I don't think it's going to be a Black Friday video. It's going to be something else. So look forward to that. Food for thought as always. See you guys next time. Peace.